went undefeated in conference play in the regular season as well as in the tournament. Obviously, could you just talk about everything that your team's been through?
I mean, I would start with the fact that the way that we fought back in this match today was really indicative of the type of team we were all season. There was a lot of matches where we had to fight back, come back, losing first sets, and then come out on top in a third set. This is a good tennis conference. We had a lot of close matches. I'm just so proud of my guys, the way they fought day in and day out and came out on top every time, including today.
Sure. And speaking of comebacks, could you talk about Jabor's comeback? He was down 6-1 on court one after the first set, and he came back to win in three.
Well, he never gives up. I mean, he has a lot of tools. He can change his game up. He started giving the Presby players some different looks and took him out of his rhythm, and then he started to feel the momentum and the energy and got on top of that guy. And once he was on top of him, he's the type of guy that's going to stay on top of his opponent. And I couldn't be prouder of that because that #1 singles match really was the turning point for us today.
Sure, and could you talk about Book on court three? He seemed to be one of, if not the most consistent player for you guys throughout the tournament, as well as consistent during the regular
Oh, without
season.
a doubt. And today Book played, injured. He had an issue with his foot, and we weren't even sure before the match if he was going to go. But he's a workhorse. He's a tough guy. And once he got the adrenaline going, I think he was okay today. But as far as the overall season, he's the guy that it came down to against Liberty yesterday, and in front of a great crowd, a great college environment, and pulled that out here. And he's just an amazing competitor. He just does not take no for an answer. He works harder than just about anybody I've ever seen on the tennis court.
And you guys receive an automatic bid now to the NCAA tournament. Could you just talk about what's next for your team? How are you going to prepare? What the expectations are?
Well, to be honest with you, we got a bid 3 years ago, and we played Duke in the first round, and it was about my first NCAA bid as a coach, and I didn't think we prepared enough, and we went to Duke, and at the end of the day, we were actually very close with Duke on a lot of courts, and I blame myself for maybe not preparing a little bit better, digging a little bit deeper in terms of practices leading the NCAA tournament. With the no-ad scoring now, you see a lot of lower-ranked teams taking top teams out, so we're going to work very hard. Our goal is to have a great showing at the NCAA tournament level and hopefully surprise some people, be a Cinderella team.
Coach Powers, congratulations.
Thank you very much.